Hello, and welcome to I Am Here in Practice. I am Santina, and this podcast is a companion to my book, I Am Here, the daily companion for living inside change. Each episode is a reflection that is inspired by one day in the book. I'll spend some time exploring that day's idea and what it could look like in real life. Today is day 2, listening within. I think this has been one of the biggest shifts in my life. For a long time, every change in my body felt like something I had to respond to immediately. A new symptom, some strange reaction, more pain, less energy. My mind would race ahead before I even had a chance to notice what was actually happening. I wasn't really listening, I was reacting, and I understand why. When your body feels unpredictable, reacting can feel like a way of protecting yourself. You don't want to miss something important. You don't want to make things worse. But over time, I realized that reacting and listening aren't the same thing. Listening begins with curiosity. It asks, what am I actually experiencing right now? Not, what does this mean and how do I fix it? Just, what's here? And sometimes that's enough to change everything. I found that when I slow down long enough to listen, my experience often becomes more nuanced. What felt overwhelming may simply be tiredness. What felt urgent, that might settle after a few minutes. And what seemed like one thing sometimes turns out to be something completely different. Not always, but often enough that I've learned to give myself that space. Listening, it isn't passive. It's one of the most active things we can do. It requires attention, and it requires patience. And sometimes it requires trusting that we don't have to understand everything the moment we notice it. It changes how we listen to ourselves, to our emotions, to our relationships, to the quiet parts of us that are easy to miss when life feels loud. The more I practice listening before reacting, the more I notice that I make decisions from a steadier place. Not because I have more certainty, but because I'm responding to what's actually here instead of what I fear might happen. That, for me, has become a very different way of living. Thank you for spending a little time with me today. Take what works, leave the rest.